I'll call to order this regular meeting of the Kingman Unified School District, January 24th, 2025 at 4:34 p.m. Will you stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and then remain standing for a moment of silent reflection and prayer for our friends and families in California that are affected by the fires, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated. Item number 3, roll call. Tony Henry.
Lori Grant.
Here.
Boyd Hardy.
Susan Collins.
And then Susan, you had a statement you wanted to make?
Yes. President Henry and members of the board, faculty, and staff, I appreciate this opportunity to address you and uphold the standard of transparency. I remain committed to supporting teachers in our district through initiatives that, while not directly affiliated with KUSD, are available to educators on a voluntary basis through external organizations. Currently, I am mentoring 2 KUSD teachers through the Arizona Teachers Academy and continue to assist teachers pursuing national board certification. It is important to note that no KUSD teachers are presently engaged in the certification process. Additionally, I contribute as a volunteer to the Musical Theater Club at Manzanita Elementary, and as of January 1st or December 31st, 2024, I receive no monetary compensation or other benefits for my participation in this program. Thank you for your time and attention to these matters. I look forward to continuing my contributions in a way that aligns with the best interests of our district and its educators.
Moving on to item number 4, we need a motion to proceed with the organizational meeting.
I will make a motion to proceed with the organizational meeting.
Seconded.
Second? All right, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, so that will bring us to item A under number 4, the swearing in of our newly elected board members. Mr. John Warren, welcome.
Thank you. Madam President, members of the governing board, Superintendent Dorner, it's an absolute honor and a privilege to be here today to render the oath to your newly elected board members. And without further ado, Ms. Collins, would you come up to the podium, please? Right here.
You want me to make it?
Absolutely. I'll make it user-friendly. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. In the state of Arizona, county of Mojave,
In the state of Arizona, county of Mojave,
I, Susan Collins,
I, Susan Collins,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution and laws of the state of Arizona,
and the Constitution and laws of the state of Arizona,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and defend them against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
and defend them against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
and that I will faithfully and impartially
and that I will faithfully and impartially
discharge the duties of trustee
discharge the duties of trustee
for the Kingman Unified School District number 20,
for the Kingman Unified School District number 20,
according to the best of my abilities,
according to the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Proud also that one of the questions I get as the newly elected county superintendent is, how much does you get paid to be a board member? Thank you, everybody up there, for your volunteer service to KUSD. Mr. Hardy. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. In the state of Arizona, county of Mojave,
the State of Arizona, County of Mojave.
I, Boyd Hardy,
I, Boyd Hardy,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United
and
States
the Constitution and laws of the State of Arizona,
and the Constitution and laws of the State of Arizona,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and defend them against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
and defend them against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
and that I will faithfully and impartially
And I will faithfully and impartially
discharge the duties of trustee
discharge the duties of trustee
for the Kingman Unified School District Number 20,
for the Kingman Unified School District Number 20,
according to the best of my abilities,
according to the best of my abilities.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you for coming out.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks again.
Sir.
Thanks.
That brings us to item number B, the election of a board president for the year 2025.
So I would like to make a motion to nominate Tony Henry to be our board president again for 2025. I think she's done a phenomenal job, and if she's willing to accept.
I would.
I second it, and yes, agree for the same exact reasons.
Thank you. Any other comments or questions? And all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. And then item number C, I appreciate your support. Item number C, election of the board vice president for 2025.
And I'm going to elect Grant for that one as well. Let you maintain your position, because I think, again, between the two of you, you've both been doing an amazing job at keeping everything steamrolling ahead in a great way. So you have my vote and blessing.
Yes, and I would make a second on that. Any other comments? Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Yes, thank you for your service. All right, item number D, designate a day each month for regular governing board meetings, and also that would be the time of day for the meetings. Any discussion?
So I know that last year, or the year prior, when we made this determination to do 4:30, part of the reason for that was so that Kingman Unified School District staff could immediately come after work and be a part of the meeting. The downside to having it so early is that a lot of our parents are still working, or if there's any extracurricular activities at the schools, they then have a conflict.
Yes, and I have received a few phone calls regarding the time being early and parents' frustrations of not being able to get here for a meeting in a timely manner. I personally, it works for me, so, but it's at the privilege of the board for discussion.
I mean,
Tuesdays are perfect.
I'm a person that likes the familiarity of it. 4:30 has always seemed to work well. It's that balance between school activities and after-school activities. Like, I've got a daughter waiting for soccer and a son waiting for Boy Scouts. So I know it is, you can never please everybody all the time because everyone's got different schedules. I mean, I work tonight, so I totally am happy and would like to pursue keeping it at 4:30 every second Tuesday of the month.
I also like this time. I would like to ask, is there any staff feedback? What have we heard from teachers and staff and principals about the time?
I have not heard anything about the time.
Okay.
I know that originally, when I was switched from 5:30 to 4:30, there was a lot of feedback because our schools are early. Many staff members, including district office folks, report at 6:30 or 7. And so a later time, and we'll do it, whatever the board decides, we will happily do it. But the feedback that you're asking for was a 4:30 start time, didn't make their day a 12 or 13 or 14-hour day, but parent input is equally important to us.
Okay. I personally feel like that, when parents need to be here, and as a working parent myself, when I needed to be somewhere and it was an unusual time and I needed to make allowances with my work, I planned ahead, I did that, I was there. So unless somebody is, needing to be here every month at the same time, I think that, parents can prioritize and do the things that need to be done.
Then is there a motion then to keep our meetings at the,
I'll make the motion to maintain second Tuesday of every month at 4:30 in the afternoon.
okay, we have a motion on the table. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Any other discussion, comments, or questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. That takes us to item number 5, a motion to adjourn the organizational meeting and reconvene into regular board meeting.
I'll make a motion to adjourn and reconvene to the regular meeting.
Seconded.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All right. That takes us to item number 6, call to the audience. I have received no calls from the public. Okay. And then that takes us to item number 7, reports. Dr. Werner.
Board President Henry, congratulations for your second term as board president. I have several items to report this evening, several celebrations. I want to start with a celebration of our outgoing board member, Star Jensen. If you would please take center stage. Would like to present. Okay, we can hug first.
We go that way.
We got to do the personalities.
Hug and circle around.
You bet.
Great to see you, sir. I'm Mr. Ellis. I'm always spending with you.
And welcome aboard. You guys, we have a great board up here. I don't feel bad at all. I'm walking away because you're in great hands.
Well, I wrote, there's a letter here, they give from us, and we do have a plaque, and that large plant over there is for you.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Yeah.
So Star Jensen, in appreciation of your dedicated service, devotion, and commitment to our students, Kingman Unified School District, as a board member, we want to thank you. And I just want to share that I met Star Jensen many, many years ago when we hired her to be the principal of Mount Tipton. And we had the fortune of traveling together for a major conference, and like 5 minutes after you arrived. We got to know each other very well that first summer that Star joined us, and I knew in that moment, coming from Alaska, that we had a treasure on our hands. And she has proven it time and time again as a principal at Mount Tipton, as a vice principal at Black Mountain. Took a little hiatus, a few months, a year, a couple years, and then joined us as a board member, and your heart is for students, and that's what anyone and everyone would say about you. You showed up to events, you're honest, you have a great heart, you're smart, and we will miss you.
Oh, thank you.
Tony, would you come get a picture of us, Star?
This will be worth money.
Step up.
someday.
I'm not on the board. I think you got one while we were up there. Right? I did. We're not done though, Star. We're going to give you a new adventure in the near future.
Okay. I'm an adventurer from way back.
And there's treats over here for you as well. Okay, next I would like to ask Coordinator Lindsay Woolsey, our CTE coordinator, to join us at the front to share some information on our career and technical education pathways.
All right. Good evening, President Henry and members of the board. As Dr. Dorner stated, I'm Lindsay Woolsey, and I have the honor of being the Career and Technical Education Coordinator for Kingman Unified. I'm excited to share some highlights from Career and Technical Education. Just to kind of recap the programs that we have here in our district, we have agri-science, automotive technology, business management, cabinet making, culinary, digital communications, early childhood education, fire service, graphic design, law and public safety, nursing services, sports medicine, stagecraft, and welding. So those are the current CTE programs that we offer on our high school campuses. Throughout this year, we have focused on several important aspects of CTE and also gained a lot of really valuable feedback from our KUSD town hall. One of the conversations was increasing college and career exposure by getting the community into schools and students into the community. So some of the things we've done this year, we've worked closely with our community engagement coordinator, Mr. Pottenberg, our CTE department staff, and all of our staff from kindergarten through 12th grade to bring career awareness to all students. Each quarter we have focused on one of the following career clusters. We started with information technology, went into health careers. Next month we'll explore the trades, and then we'll go into culinary, hospitality, and we also worked extensively on setting up partnerships with the community and structures for work-based learning opportunities. This year, we were excited to announce that we had the largest attendance rate for our Manufacturing Day. And Manufacturing Day is just one example of work-based learning experience. You can do anything from field trips to having guest speakers come into the classroom to students actually doing internships and things of that nature. So we have a video from Manufacturing Day that just kind of highlights the essence of the day. I figured it would be nice for you to actually see the students in action and what they get to do.
Today's experience is sponsored by CTE, WAVE, MCC, Arizona at Work. All these different industrial park businesses have come together to help provide you with an amazing experience. So I hope that you learned some things today. The number one priority today is safety.
My name is William Pottenberg. I am the post-secondary transition and community engagement coordinator. Kindergarten focused for inspiration and trying to help you guys have awesome experiences like this. So I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to see all your faces.
My name is Dalton. I'm the controller at American Plastics. So I manage the accounting department. So we produce the financials for the business, all the measurables, and just kind of help make those strategic business decisions that we have to go through all the time to help the business be successful. I really like what you guys are doing here today. I understand a lot of you might not know exactly what it is you want to do after high school. That was 100% me. I did not know what I wanted to do after I graduated. And I didn't want to go to school, start paying for a degree, and not knowing what I wanted to do. So really, even if you don't know what you want to do, go and work somewhere, somewhere you think you might like. Learn what they're willing to teach you, and even tell them what you want to learn. And then once you find it out, there's a good chance they might even help you along in that process afterward.
Just the 4 main crews, so you'll have a lead that's running the team, and then you're going to have 3 people that are helping him. So what happens is they pull the project out, they get a full set of setup drawings that we get from our detailers, and they can check to ensure that everything's there, everything looks good, everything's in good shape, and they repackage it up and manifest it. So you guys think that writing is a waste of time? You're going to use that the rest of your life, I promise you. No matter what you get into, you're going to be writing. You're going to have to be able to do fractions and measurements with your tape measure.
So it's just kind of neat to actually see what's happening and see the impact that's being made on the students when they visit these workplaces. Another one of our goals was to create a systematic approach to inform students, parents, and the community about KUSD pathway opportunities. This was also a conversation that came up during our KUSD town hall. So you will notice that we have been putting out a CTE newsletter every month to the board, and it is posted on the KUSD social media. We've also been working diligently to update our high school online course catalogs so that they are edited in real time and everyone can see the changes. You can go onto the high school website at any time and view which courses are available. This week we have our 8th grade showcase coming up. It is at White Cliffs Middle School. We've invited schools from the entire community, so it's not just KUSD schools, but also schools from Yucca, Cedar Hills, Valentine, Emmanuel Christian, and then we'll have Black Mountain, White Cliffs, and Kingman Middle School students as well. So we should have about 600 students who come through, and the goal is to make 8th grade students aware of all of the pathways that are available in high school and post-secondary. So I wanted to share the CTE video that we will be showing at the 8th grade showcase so that you just kind of have an idea of which pathways are available. The pictures in the video are of our KUSD students participating in those pathways.
Career and Technical Education, otherwise known as CTE, is a series of courses that combine academic knowledge with technical and occupational skills to prepare students for various careers. It aims to help students develop workplace and technical skills while also exploring high-demand career options. CTE programs are designed for all students and are personalized and hands-on. By participating in CTE classes, students begin to discover themselves and what they can offer to the community. Two very important advantages to participating in CTE programs are that they are highly specialized and incredibly versatile. CTE classes provide unique experiences that lead to expansive career opportunities and the time to explore what students love. While some clusters are more in demand than others, each is subject to developments and changes based on breakthroughs, best practices, and other advancements. CTE provides an alternative to traditional secondary and post-secondary education. Some students earn certifications and licenses to directly enter the workforce, while others continue their education at four-year universities and even pursue advanced degrees. Altogether, this means each CTE career cluster teaches students life and career skills at the same time, jump-starting their lives and turning them into productive members of their communities. Choosing to participate in a unique learning experience that will help you develop the skills needed to thrive will be one of the best decisions you will ever make. Fulfill your dreams by choosing your pathway to success.
So as you can see, we offer a variety of pathways, but our goal is to continue to grow our programs and help meet the needs of our students and the industries that are in greatest demand in our community and throughout Arizona. So you'll see later in the agenda we have some classes that we're looking to approve, and we're looking ahead to next year and the year after about what we can add in the future. We continue to partner with WAVE, MCC, Arizona at Work, our industry partners, our community stakeholders. There are so many moving pieces and partners involved, and so we're just really appreciative of the community support and the board's support, and I thank you for your time.
Thank you. Just to follow that up on us, I would like to invite Principal Hannon from Lee Williams and a guest student to give us a follow-up on the Lee Williams Town Hall with students. And Kingman High's Town Hall with students is next week, Mr. Ward?
Yep, on the 23rd.
On the 23rd. So we will have had student town halls with both student populations that followed our community population.
President Henry, members of the board, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Jennifer Hannon, and I'm the principal at Lee Williams, and I absolutely love my job, but this town hall was one of the most amazing events that I have seen in KUSD in my time here. So on Thursday, December 12th, we successfully conducted our first student town hall event. The gathering featured 16 student moderators at the table, as well as a student leader who helped me kind of organize behind the scenes. We encouraged participation from all of our students by inviting everyone to sign up via Google Share Sheet, and we really pushed this out to our students and encouraged teachers to find students that they knew had things to say to help sign up. Each group, we had 16 tables at the event. There were 4 tables per grade level, and it featured students from Cambridge and traditional path equal representation. And we tried to make sure we had students representing athletes and arts and all of the different activities at our school so we could really get a varied perspective. We really were trying to ensure that students' voices were heard in this event. To facilitate productive discussions, we were lucky enough to have the staff members from the district office and Kingman High School as well as Lee Williams High School to sit at the tables and take notes for the students so the students could focus specifically on the discussions and making sure that those went well. And the adults did not participate in the conversations. They just sat and listened and took notes, and it was beautiful. Prior to the event, the moderators received training with Dr. Dorner and I to go over the kind of the questions and how to be a moderator and what that would look like. And they were given the guiding questions ahead of time so they could prepare kind of how they wanted to lead that discussion. Following the event, we compiled the feedback from the students and analyzed the data to identify actionable steps aimed at enhancing the educational experience for all of our students. This week, we will meet with our staff to kind of digest that data and collaboratively discuss next steps and action steps moving forward for our students and our staff. Next week, I will also be meeting with our student moderators to review the collected data and gather their insights on the proposed action steps and the feedback from the staff. Based on this feedback from the town hall, we have already initiated some improvements, including opening the building during lunch to facilitate access to teachers and guidance for students. Additionally, we are engaged in discussing and exploring options for bathroom renovations. That was a hot topic of discussion. That we just need some updates in our restrooms, and we're already working on that. We are also considering some exciting changes in our high school, Reimagining High School initiative that we've been working on weekly that will allow students greater flexibility and personalization in their learning pathways. We will continue to collaborate with our staff to offer professional learning opportunities aimed at enhancing lessons and engagement in the classroom. And we will continue to work with them to make sure that all decisions are aligned in the best interest of both staff and students. Overall, the event was a resounding success, and I am really excited to make this an annual tradition at Lee Williams and continue to have these conversations. I do have a student with me tonight. This is Bella Evans, one of our amazing students, and she'd like to share just a few things.
Thank you, Ms. Hannon. Like she said, my name is Bella Evans. I'm a senior at Lee Williams High School, and I got the amazing opportunity to be a moderator at this student town hall. When the idea was first presented to me, I thought it was amazing, and I was super excited for it. And the day that it happened, it went so smoothly. I loved that we had 8 kids at each table because it felt like there was enough time for each kid to speak without it being rushed, and there was also no dead time. At my table, we were always having a conversation, always talking about new topics, and I loved hearing every student's ideas. Some things I was like, oh, that is a good idea. I would have never thought about that. And like Ms. Hannon said, each group had an adult at their table, and there was like a established security there because we knew the adult wasn't going to add into the conversation. So it felt like a safe environment to say whatever idea you had with no judgment from an adult, where they were just there taking the notes and listening, not like adding their opinion into, and that did add some security to it. And what Ms. Hannon didn't mention was that not only did they unlock the doors, that was the quick feedback, but they also started emailing our announcements, which was something that communication was something that all the students were like, we want to be more in the loop. And it was just evidence of that they are listening to us. I think it was the next week or maybe the week after, we were starting to receive emails in our student emails of the announcements, which is immediate feedback showing that our voices were heard. Overall, it was a really good experience, and every student there was like, I can't wait to do this again. I love that we did this. And everyone that I talked to felt like they were very heard. So I felt like it was overall very successful, and I'm excited for them to continue the tradition. Thank you.
Thank you. Board Secretary Portillo, did we have any others?
Oh, any other reports?
Yeah.
No, I think that is it.
That concludes my report.
Thank you so much for coming and sharing. I know, all right. For board reports, I did just want to give a brief update that I attended the ASB annual conference down in the Phoenix area in mid-December. And the topics that they were presenting this year were more about like family engagement. There was a focus in on absenteeism. I know we've had a discussion about that here, but it's not just, you know, a Kingman issue, it's a countrywide issue coming out of COVID with the absenteeism. They did a really great PowerPoint presentation, and it's not like there's this single thing that we can fix. It's just so multifaceted, all of the reasons why students are just not in the classroom on a regular basis, and so it's a good continuing conversation to have. One of the questions that came from one of the presenters about family engagement was, the question was asked, is how much professional development is spent on learning how to engage families better? And then how are we measuring the return on investment for the activities that our schools are doing? We fill our calendars well, but is there a measurable return on those investments of time? I mean, our teachers are spending a lot of time on activities, and is there a measurable way to see if that is impacting our academics, our attendance, our families, and our teachers? And he ended with this very brief statement of every family, every teacher, every child, every day. And I appreciated the statements. There was a big focus on faculty well-being. You know, we talk a lot about student well-being, and I know we've already had taken the step to get a position just for that. And so it's kind of like some of those themes that we've been discussing here at our town hall are ones that are Arizona broadly being talked about in school districts all across Arizona. And so I just appreciate the opportunity to go and learn to be better at this position. So thank you for allowing me to do that. So any other board reports? Okay. That will take us to item number 8, an approval of the routine orders of business that were included in our packets.
I make a motion to approve the routine order of business.
And I second that.
All right. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Routine orders of business have been approved. Item number 9 is the second reading of changes in policy as recommended by ASBA regarding policy advisory number 808.
Madam President and members of the board, we are here for the second reading of the policy change where they tweaked our transition plan requirements for special education. They just simply made by the time you're 16 or when you're in the 9th grade. So,
It seemed pretty straightforward. Any questions?
I'll make a motion to approve.
You have a motion to approve, is there a second?
I can second that motion.
Okay, any questions or discussions? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. Are you here for number 10 as well? To approve district representatives who will participate in special education individual education plans for the 24-25 school year.
Madam President and members of the board, we needed to add to our district representative staff members as to attend several meetings, so we went through and had some training for 7 additional staff members we would like to add.
Any questions?
I'll make a motion to approve
The individuals?
the individuals as representatives.
I'll second. All right. Any other questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. Item number 11, to approve a new course for the CTE program at high school level, Ag Mechanics.
All right, President Henry and members of the board, since KUSD supports students on their learning pathways, these courses are being proposed to expand CTE opportunities for students. The Ag Mechanics class is being brought by Kingman High School for approval. for the 25-26 school year. As stated in the course description, students will learn the basics of shop safety with an introduction to OSHA, proper tool use and identification, mechanical knowledge, small engine repair, gasoline engine repair, diagnostics, diesel engine repair, body and interior reconstruction, mechanical drivetrain braking systems to include air, hydraulic, and hybrid braking systems, and fabrication. This course can be taken in addition to Ag Bio and Advanced Ag Bio to become a program completer in the area of agri-science.
I'm excited. Could this not qualify also for auto and fire? Because of the fact that it does have quite a bit with small engine repair, gasoline engine repair, etc.
The standards are under the umbrella of agri-science, so it's focusing mostly on things that you would use for the farm, like farm tractors, lawnmowers, those kinds of engines, but the foundational skills are
I was just
to
wondering if there's a
automotive.
way to like tweak the curriculum so that it would meet the demands of multiple CTE pathways. Is there a way to do that? Oh, we have someone in the back.
This is our teacher for the ag mechanics if it gets approved.
Welcome.
So, yes, there are ways to incorporate them, especially with your fire rigs and stuff like that. Pump houses are pump houses, whether it's on the field or in a truck, a rig. Generators work the same way. It doesn't matter if it's a ship or on ground, being used as a welder, being used as emergency devices. This is a all-around entry program to basically give a student a direction on where they want to go in the mechanical realm.
Thank you.
No
Yes,
problem.
very much. Thank you. Any other questions?
All right. We have a motion then to approve the new program of ag mechanics.
I can make that motion.
Is there a second? I'll second. Okay, any other questions? All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, item number 12, to approve the new course for the CTE program at high school level, Digital Communications 1A and B.
Kingman High School is bringing this course for approval at the high school level to begin during the 25-26 school year. The Digital Communication Instruction Program prepares students to gather, process, and deliver news through a variety of print and online formats, including video, blogs, web blogs, YouTube, digital and video news, school magazines, and other traditional and new media platforms. Students will work with Adobe and other industry-recognized software and apps.
Yeah, I just got one. Is this going to deal a lot with the AI? Because I know we're working towards getting our schools more AI integrated in terms of classes and teaching that. Will this, obviously everything with communication is AI now. Is this going to play heavy into the AI technology field of it all?
I'm going to see if our digital communications teacher can speak to that.
Yes.
Love the answer.
In digital communications, we cover mostly Adobe apps, and every Adobe app has Adobe Firefly built in now. So AI literally just lives within the apps that we're getting the students certified in.
So it's very specifically to Adobe that you guys are
Mostly
working
Adobe
on?
Firefly, but then depending on where the school board and the committee fall on AI, we'll have more opportunities to teach other variations of AI, because I personally think, and if you look into, say, job postings in these fields, they literally now say AI proficiency is a required component of working in graphic design or media or digital communications. And so I would like to teach the students to use AI ethically.
That's what I want to hear. I will make a motion to approve.
Second. Any other questions? All in favor?
Aye.
All right. That takes us to item number 13. Approve new course for the CTE program at high school level, Education Professions 1A/B.
Kingman Unified is bringing this course for approval at the high school level to begin during the 25-26 school year. Education Professions 1A and B is an introductory class designed to expose students to employment and/or post-secondary opportunities in the field of education. The program provides instruction in education career choices, education structure and systems, theories, history, pedagogy, developmental stages, learning styles, and instructional methods. The Education Professions 1 class provides interactive experiences with students at different age levels in a variety of content areas in different educational environments.
Which high school do you foresee this being at?
We are discussing having this available to all high school students.
In collaboration with MCC.
Yes. So MCC is going to have a bachelor's degree in education, and so we've been working very closely with MCC to try to align this program with their courses.
Is this like in part of a grow your own program?
Yes,
So-
we all know we're in a teacher
Yes.
crisis, and so it's very difficult to get teachers to come to rural Kingman, Arizona, so this is definitely a grow your own initiative.
And if I may add, Board Member Collins, at the Lee Williams Town Hall, one of the conversation topics is what's your future story? And it was nice to hear many times that education and teaching was on their list, and so I think this is a good opportunity for that as well.
Very much so. I'll make a motion to approve this course.
Okay, we have a motion on the table. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay, any other comments? Questions? All in favor?
Aye.
All right. And 14, closely aligned, approve a new course for the CTE program at high school level, Education Professions 2 A and B.
Okay, so this would be the second year of the program, and the description is very similar to year one, but the students are going to go into greater depth. They'll be expected to create lesson plans and implement lesson plans. Students who successfully complete Education Professions 1 and 2 will become Education Profession Program completers, and they may continue in the sequence with the MCC classes.
I'll make the motion to approve it. I have no questions.
I just have one question.
Wait,
I'll second.
Okay, now, questions.
I'm sorry. Is there any possibility for dual credit for these students going into an education program with NCC or NAU or another higher
Yes, and Margaret is going to be speaking to some of the pieces in the next course approval that align with the dual credit piece.
Thank you.
After completion of the new pathway, the education professions, will that allow them to go directly into any role, or would it just be like a stepping stone with shortening up their secondary education at MCC or NAU, et cetera? Like, do they graduate with a certification, or?
They could potentially graduate with an associate's. They also could take the paraeducator exam, so they do have to be 17 to take that certification, but then KUSD would be ready to hire at 18. So yes, they could step into employment directly after program completion.
And there are several teachers' colleges that are doing job-embedded internships where if someone's working as a paraeducator and they're in an education program, they're getting class credit for what they're doing as a paraeducator in their courses to get their degree.
We have a motion on the table and a second. Any other questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. Number 15, approve new course for the CTE program at high school level, criminal law and procedure.
Okay. This course is being brought forth by Lee Williams High School. This is a semester-long course that provides students with knowledge and skills related to understanding criminal constitutional amendments, and due process. It is designed for those that may be interested in legal careers such as an attorney, judge, paralegal, court reporter, or those just interested in learning more about our legal system.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Any questions?
Just, I have a quick question. It's obviously law and procedure, but it doesn't cover anything involving the police. Is that because we have something else set aside specifically for law enforcement, that they're separate from the judicial CTE?
Sure, I might know how to answer that. So, yes, sir. So I am the law and public safety teacher at Lee Williams. This would actually be just an additional course along with the program. So currently, there's a 2-year program with law and public safety, and we're piloting a year 3. What I envision is this being part of that advanced program, but also have it simultaneously open to students that are not interested in a career maybe in criminal justice itself, but more in the legal aspect. So students that maybe have already been at the school for a year or 2, have not taken law and public safety, but are interested in more of a legal career. There'd also be a collaboration with, currently there's a Marshall Brennan lawyer club at the school, and I actually met with some of the attorneys there yesterday, and I think that we'd be able to have a very good working relationship, and also already discussion on some internships possibly through the court in some legal opportunities, or legal programs currently in Mojave County.
Okay, so it does deal with police training kids on like the police aspect of it as well?
So there would absolutely be some of that, but it wouldn't be so focused. It would be more focused on just the actual criminal law, a little bit deeper dive into Arizona revised statutes. It would include a mock trial. Right now I do a 2-day mock trial, and I would be looking to do a 2-week mock trial that would be more in depth, where students are coming in, shirts, ties, in more business attire, and be able to have a lot deeper understanding of the workings of the legal system.
Perfect. Great, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Any others? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 16, approve new course for high school level, children's literature A and B.
Hello, President Henry and members of the board. As KUST supports students on their learning pathways, all students on their learning pathways, these courses are being proposed to expand options for students interested in college credit, CTE, and Cambridge opportunities. The first one we have is Children's Literature, AB, first semester's AB. This is a MCC concurrent class. It's not necessarily dual credit, but concurrent, so there's a slight difference there. KUST is bringing this course for approval at the high school level to begin this school year 25-26. It is an MCC course that has recently been approved by a board to count toward high school English credits required for graduation. This is a required course for students pursuing a degree in education. The MCC course description is a survey of children's literature focused on grades pre-K 8. This course includes the study of a variety of popular children's authors, illustrators, and genres, and is designed to enhance students' appreciation and analysis of literature with a focus on how to effectively choose and implement children's literature in educational contexts. This course requires additional and outside reading of a variety of children's literature titles.
Can you go into more detail of what concurrent means and what are the requirements to receive credit at both campuses?
Yes, and for concurrent classes, students can enroll in classes at MCC while they're also high school students. They just have to be taking place outside of the school hours. So they can take those classes on their own while they're high school. But they are not designated as dual credit classes. That's the important piece.
But they do receive credit by transferring it in from MCC.
Okay. So they would, like, in one semester, you could, in theory, have 2 English credits because you're doing 1 through MCC, and maybe you're taking English at Lee Williams or Kingman High School, and so then you wouldn't have to take English senior year. You would graduate with 5 credits of English, or
As long as the board has approved that MCC course, then we can make that an equivalent English credit for the high school transcript, yes.
I will make the motion to approve it.
I'll second. All right. We have a motion and a second. Any other comments or questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Item number 17, approve new course for high school level, math for elementary teachers 1 and 2.
And so KUSD is bringing this course for approval at the high school level for the school year 25-26. This is an MCC course that would operate in concurrent fashion as well, and has recently been approved by the ABOR to count as high school math credits required for graduation. This is a required course for students pursuing the degree in education. The MCC course descriptions for Math 160, which would be 1, it's titled Mathematics for Elementary Teachers. It provides a deep exploration of mathematical principles, concepts, and processes underlying current and evolving programs of mathematical instruction, grades K-8. Mathematical content includes problem solving, algebraic reasoning, set theory, number theory, and the development of algorithms for mathematical operations with natural, whole, integer, rational, and real numbers. This is a mathematics content course for future teachers. The Math 161 is Mathematics for Elementary Teachers 2. This continues the deep exploration of the mathematical principles, concepts, and processes underlying current and evolving programs of mathematical instruction, grades K-8. Mathematical content includes problem-solving, reasoning, statistics, and probability, geometry, and measurement. This is a mathematics content course for future teachers.
I have a question.
So the prerequisite says Math 142 or Math 151. So are they accepting a KUSD math equivalent so that they don't have to take those additional college classes? Or are they required to take those prior to even being accepted into this?
Well, we offer those classes on campus for dual credit, so students would be able to take those at the high school, and then that would be the prereq for the concurrent classes. Is that what you were asking?
Kind of. What grade typically is entering a dual credit Math 142? If this is a 2-year program, they would have to be entering it sophomore year, correct? So is that currently how the pathway is set up?
Currently, right now, those classes are offered to 10th, 11th, and 12th graders, but the majority of juniors take those classes and our seniors. It is open to other students. As long as they meet the multiple measures established by MCC.
So is the Math 160 1 semester long, or is it a year-long program if the prereq isn't being fulfilled until junior year on average?
Yeah, they would probably have to be taking the prereqs before they take these concurrent classes. So they would have to speak with their counselors and make a plan if this is what they wanted to pursue. The 160 would be a semester. That would be the first part of it. That's 1 semester, and then the 162 is 1 semester, the whole semester.
Is there a motion to approve?
I can happily make that motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Any other comments or questions?
I just want to say math for teachers is hard,
Yeah.
really hard. I mean, I remember having to learn like phase 3 and phase 2 so that I could break it down. It's pretty advanced math stuff.
We're excited to be working with MCC to bring this.
Then all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. On to item number 18, approve new course for the CTE program at high school level, and CTE IGSCE Digital Communications 1 A and B.
Yes, sorry, this is a Cambridge and CTE hybrid course. We're happy to be working together with that. This is a new course. Lee Williams High School is bringing this course for approval at the high school level to begin school year 25-26. As I mentioned, it's a hybrid CTE course using Cambridge curriculum, and the year-long class is worth a full credit and is weighted and will follow the CTAS Digital Communications 2 as part of the full CTE program for students wishing to be program completers.
motion to approve.
Seconded.
Any other comments or questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Number 19, approve proposed name change to existing course.
Yes, we have, Lee Williams is bringing this name change proposal for approval. The curriculum seems to fit better with the CTE curriculum in that second year of the program. So therefore, starting school year 26-27, we would like to move this section to CTE AS Digital Communications 2.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second it.
Any other comments, questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Item number 20, approve a new course for the CTE program at high school level.
And this is the new course. Lee Williams High School is bringing this course for approval at the high school level to begin in school year 25-26. This is a hybrid CTE course using Cambridge curriculum and resources. The year-long course is worth a full credit, is weighted, and would follow the CTE AS Digital Communications 1 as part of the full CTE program for students wishing to be program completers.
So this would be a 3-year sequence, correct?
It's actually a 2-year sequence as we're moving that digital communications, the AS, the one that we had for 1, is moving to a 2.
I can make the motion to approve.
I'll second.
Any other comments or questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you all for working so hard for these pathways. They are tremendous, so thank you guys.
Yeah, we do it for the students. Thank you.
All right. Item number 21, approve the listed donations.
I'll make a motion to approve.
For a second?
Seconded.
Got a second on the table. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you to all of these contributors.
Yes. We have a very generous community. All right, that moves us to item number 22, possible action to engage the services of Melissa Gonzalez as a CTE business teacher at Kingman High School, or in another mutually agreeable position as a leased employee through Education Services Incorporated.
President Henry and members of the board, Ms. Melissa Gonzalez, CTE business teacher at Kingman High School, has expressed a desire to retire from ASRS as of May 21, 2025, and then continue working in the same or other mutually agreeable position at KUSD beginning July 9, 2025 as a leased employee through ESI. Staff recommends the governing board approve the request of Melissa Gonzalez.
I'll make the motion to approve.
Second?
I will second it.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
We hope for now. Item number 23, a possible motion to move into executive session per ARS 38-431.03A1 to discuss requests to be released from employment contract by Christy Uhler, Christy Buchholz, and if I mispronounce your name, I'm really sorry, Ariel Beasley, and Ronald Carpenter.
I'll make a motion to move into executive session.
I will second that.
All in favor? All right, we will take time to move into executive session.
Convene into regular session.
Is there a second? I second. All in favor?
Aye.
So we have now entered back into regular session. Thank you for all who have stayed. We appreciate each case is unique with varying
Details.
situations and details, yes. And some are more difficult than others, and we want to make sure that we are doing our job to the best of our abilities as we make these difficult decisions.
So with that, I'd like to make a motion for item number 25 to accept the resignation of Ms. Euler with releasing her from her contract of the 2024-2025 effective December 19th without penalty or fee.
Seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Moving on to item number 26.
I would like to make a motion to accept Christy Buchholz's resignation effective December 20th, the 2024-2025 employment contract without penalty or fee.
Seconded.
All in favor? Aye. Item number 27.
So for item 27, which is the motion for Ariel Beasley, school psychologist, to be released from her fiscal 2024-2025 employment contract effective January 16th. The board makes the motion not to accept Ms. Beasley's resignation and instead direct staff to work with the employee to facilitate the transition by completion of the ASP transfers and the ASP required evaluations through the end of the remainder of the school year. If Ms. Beasley chooses not to facilitate with this transition and proceeds with her departure as stated for January 16th, the board makes the recommendation that this would be a breach of contract and recommends staff imposing the fee as well as reporting to the state.
Seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
And then item 28.
The board makes a motion for Mr. Ronald Carpenter to be released from his 2024-2025 employment contract effective January 23rd without penalty or fee.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, and then the board stayed in executive session instead of coming back out and then going right back in to discuss item number 31 and 32.
So for item 31, the board makes a motion to ratify the termination of Sydney Eaton effective December 19th.
Seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
And item 32.
I make a motion to ratify the termination of Michaela Levy effective December 19th.
Seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, and that takes us to item number 33, board comments. Any comments from the board members?
Thank you to everyone who stayed. It's been a long evening.
And if you didn't know, it's Dr. Dorner's birthday, so hit her up on the way out with a hug.
I make a motion to adjourn.
All right.
Seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you again.
Thank you.